Our guest today isn't just a poet, she's a spoken word powerhouse, a youth mentor, and a voice of faith. Words can build or break, but in the hands of a poet, they inspire, challenge, and heal. Today, we'll unpack truths about poetry, leadership, and faith, and bust a few myths along the way. From the mic to the streets, Leslie Green is shaping minds, igniting souls, and proving that art can transform lives. Ready to feel the power of words? Welcome to Fun Formation. It's your girl Melanie, and I'm here with
Lexi Green.
Kindly tell my audience about yourself.
Okay, my name is Teti Alexandra Bunar,
Okay.
and I'm called Lexi Green as my pseudonym. I am a Christian spoken word artist, and also I am also a Christian spoken word peer mentor, portrait mentor as well. I'm a facilitator, and I'm involved in a lot of youth empowerment.
Okay.
And I can be described within a notion.
Now let's take our first question. Fact or myth? Spoken word is just entertainment.
It's a myth. Spoken word is way beyond it being just entertainment. While it may be an entertainment to the audience, it's a whole different ballgame to the spoken word artist.
Okay. So tell us, how does poetry change lives?
Okay, one of the ways that poetry changed life is, words. Words are magical.
Okay.
And it has a way of allowing you to express yourself, especially not just expressing yourself, but in a more creative way. It helps one to boost their self-confidence and just sets them in a whole new world, different from the rest of the world that everybody do exist in. So yeah.
Okay. Question number 2. Fact or myth? Poetry is losing its place in modern culture.
It's a myth. Poetry has never lost its place and will never lose its place. In fact, it goes with every culture, every era. It goes with it, from the regular rhyme that we do,
Okay.
the rap that we do.
Yeah.
Even now, as I'm talking, you're enjoying me.
Yeah.
What if I'm doing spoken word poetry? So it can never lose its place.
Okay, so what keeps it alive?
So what keeps it alive? You find spoken word poetry, even music.
Okay.
So without poetry, you will not be able to write certain kind of songs because it has to rhyme, it has to have a beat, it has to go with a rhythm, because spoken word poetry goes beyond the page poetry.
Okay.
So the entertainment aspect of it is what makes it a spoken word poetry. So that's how it applies.
All right. Question number 3. Fact or myth? Faith and creativity don't mix.
It's a big myth. A very big myth. I would say that, and I would say that all in caps.
Okay.
Because even when God created the earth, He said, "Let there be light."
Okay.
He had a creative mind in order to create the word.
Yeah.
So it started from a whole spiritual point. So faith and creativity, it goes hand in hand. In fact, it is the substance of creativity.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So how does this fuel your belief for act?
So it fueled my belief for act because, like I said from the beginning, the God I serve, He is an artist. So knowing that he being an artist and He gave me this spoken word as a gift,
Yeah.
I do not detach the two from one another. So
Okay.
I always follow trend. Yeah.
Okay, so question number 4. Fact or myth? Schools don't encourage poetry and other art forms.
Fact. They don't. They really don't. So they don't really encourage, in fact, creativity. I would say everybody going with the formal education, and truth be told, all of the children that do go to school, some of them have different passion, different drive for different things. So if you are excluding them being creative, that means that you're stopping them from thinking out of the box.
Okay, so what do we need to change this narrative?
So we need to add it to the curriculum, which
Okay.
of course I'm doing right now. I'm working with different schools so that we can have to embed spoken word poetry, or all forms of art within the curriculum. So yeah, that's what I think we need to do.
Okay. Question number 5. Fact or myth? The internet is killing deep poetry.
I don't believe that. It's a big myth. It's not killing it. As a matter of fact, the internet has helped to boost deep poetry,
Okay.
because there are a lot of people out there who have listened to and I felt so connected to their words, and it has brought healing. It has brought a change of mindset and
Okay.
everything. And it goes way beyond just the normal page poetry, like I said, that we see. So every time you go on the internet, the social media helps you to refine your poetry style or whatever you do as a spoken word artist.
Okay. So do social media poets have a real impact?
They do.
Okay.
They do. As a matter of fact, some of those social media poets, we see them as role models. So they honestly do. Yeah.
Okay. Question number 6. Fact or myth? You need a title to be a leader.
Leadership and title, they have nothing in common, because everybody can consider themselves as a leader.
Okay.
Yes. And as a matter of fact, it starts with the mind, and it also starts with a simple step. So driving change, taking the lead, it makes you a leader.
Question number 7. Fact or myth? One person cannot change an entire community.
It's a myth, because it takes one.
Okay.
Yes. So it's a myth.
So how does change really start then?
Change starts with the simplest thing you do. It starts from you deciding to even pick up plastic in your community. That's a change, because the more people see you do that, even if they do not want to do the same thing, at the end of the day, what are you doing? You are cleaning that community. You are saving that community from every other thing that is supposed to destroy the environment.
Okay.
So yeah.
So question number 8. Fact or myth? Spoken word is just about performing loud.
No, it is not just about performing loud. As a matter of fact, it has so many things embedded aside from you doing the loud performance. The intonation also matters, because it's how loud, how high, or how low your voice is, how appealing it is to the audience, because anybody can come and shout. Yeah, anybody can come and shout and do anything. And sometimes it also goes with the rhythm, the flow of what you do. So it has nothing to do with just loud performance.
So what makes a piece truly powerful?
So it depends on the content the person is delivering on, the theme, the topic, and however way that person can be able to appeal to the audience, relate to the audience. Because once you cannot relate to your audience, it takes everything away from your piece. Yeah.
Question number 9. Fact or myth? Every poet gets stage fright.
It's a big fact. It's a big fact. Yeah.
Okay, so then how do you push past the nerves?
Well, as a matter of fact, it is a performance. So whatever nerve you gave, it left with you to be creative enough to transform that nerve into something that you can make the audience to go, wow.
Yeah.
And not to see, as a matter of fact, you were the one who wrote the piece, nobody wrote it for you. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Question number 10. Fact or myth? Memorization is everything in performance poetry.
Yes, it is. Because one of the reasons why people always say snap during performance, because they don't want you to do any other thing but snap.
Yeah.
The moment you get to clap or do any other thing other than snap, it takes away from that person's piece. That person gets to be distracted because they've memorized it. They've memorized that piece to come and perform it. So yes, memorization is high in it. Even though some people say they don't really know how to do memorization, they get to know the piece for life. But memorization is also very important.
With that being said, let's take a short break and we'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. It's your host, Melanie, and I'm still here with
Lexi Green.
Let's get into our bonus questions. What's a line from your own work that never fails to hit home?
So one of the lines that always especially remind me of the gift that I have and who I am as a person of whose I am, is this line. I wrote a piece, it's titled Undefeated. So it's about me recognizing that I am absolutely nothing without God. So it says, without God, I am nothing but a piece of nothing.
Ooh.
So every time I say that, it just hits differently.
Okay.
Yeah.
So have you ever completely forgotten your poem on stage?
As a matter of fact, it happened of recent. I completely forgot my piece and I had to do a repetition. And I mean, the audience did not notice, but I knew that I forgot my piece because I had too many things to do in that day.
Okay. If you could only perform only once and you are to choose a venue, where would it be?
Well, technically speaking, it is not about a venue. Spoken word culture really do not need a venue because you can be from anywhere, any part of the world to perform. But what I would consider as a space that I want to perform my piece is before nations.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the biggest stage though. So we all know that relationships can be very, very complicated. Okay.
How did we switch?
So what's one thing in a relationship you love or enjoy, and one thing that is a challenge?
Oh my God. It's so hard to say one, but okay. So I am a communicator, so I love communication.
Okay.
That's one of the things that I love in a relationship.
And what is one that you enjoy too?
Act of service.
Girl! I mean, I don't want to ask you, like, you gotta want to do it. Yeah, like, you gotta want to do it.
Yes.
So what's one thing that is a challenge?
Lack of communication. If it's not there, it's a big challenge. Yeah.
Okay. What if they're busy?
Well, then you should be able to communicate.
What if they can't come?
Then that makes it a challenge.
All right, so they say caring is sharing. What's one gift you secretly wish to give your partner?
Well, honestly,
Liberian girls,
it's hard to say, but I think one of the things that I secretly wish to give to especially Liberian's partner, because they don't really tend to appreciate that, is emotional support or moral support, I would say. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, so only Liberians need emotional support.
Yeah. They really don't see that as something big, because most times you hear people saying, you don't support me, and they think that support is always you being out there and for the public's eye and everything. But whatever mean of support you can give your partner from a secret place that nobody is watching, that means that you really do love that person. That means that you stand for them. You know what is best. That means you see that person even way beyond them being a relationship partner for you, but you want that person to succeed physically, spiritually, in every form. So what you do is you morally support that person.
So the Liberian guys out there, she brings nothing less than emotional support. But thank you so very much, Lexi. Where can our viewers find all of your work?
Okay, so I have my work on AudioMac, and one of the works that I have on AudioMac is titled Reawakening. Okay. So once you put in Reawakening Lexi Green, you'll find me. And also for my social media handles, I'm on Facebook as Lexi Green, and also Instagram as Lexi Green, and YouTube the same.
Please don't forget to like, follow, or subscribe. If you're a fan of Lexi Green, please comment your favorite line from one of her poetry or spoken word pieces. Till next time, be creative.